Welcome to another wonderful evening of fmpanda Plays. We are currently down over here in Quarry Mill. You know, just kind of checking out the breeze, the crowd. Of course, everybody's here for their usual Palace of the Dead malarkey and all that nice little jazz. So, tonight, you know, we're going to be kind of keeping it simple. Just going to be doing some usual Duty Finder runs, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some Palace of the Dead knocked out, because even though I'm kind of in the process of, you know, trying to get armor pieces and whatnot to get up to 260, I still need to upgrade my weapon. As you can obviously see, I've got the base level, the Pagil weapon from Palace of the Dead, so really kind of want to knock it up to the 260 version, kind of get that up there. Basically just trying to get my character as high up as possible, so it'll make it easier to get through Stormblood content. You know how it goes. Alright, so let's see how Duty Finder's going to treat me tonight. No, we're not going to do leveling first. Let's start off with trials. Here we go. Alright, already got some bites. Come on. Looks like we got a big one. Anytime now. Come on, tank! Let's do it! They're probably in another class doing something miscellaneous, either in a fate chain or something similar. That's how it usually works. Yeah, that's about right. We should get it, there we go. Alright. We're now in business. Let's see what we got tonight. We've got a full party, obviously. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and switch the chat over a little bit. Ah. Alright, let's see how many times I died at this one. Yeah, this is going to be only my second time running this particular instance, so this is either going to go somewhat okay, or this is going to go absolutely horrible. The nice thing is, though, is that at least we got two white mages, so we've got a stronger chance of keeping everybody healed, keeping everybody buffed up and ready to go. So it shouldn't be too bad of a deal. Alright. Protect. And let's find out who our main tank is going to be. Is it going to be West, or is it going to be our Demon Bro?
The unenlightened come.
Probably just going to be like I said, this is going to be really interesting if I can get through this without, you know, completely screwing it up.
No full weight of death.
I'm gonna go ahead and just cast Medica 2 myself. We're not doing too shabby so far. That doesn't surprise me that, you know, now we're getting hit by the thing that did me in last time when I did this one was when I had to go in and the platform gives way. You gotta really kind of pay attention to when
Even in death, there is no release.
oh no. Oh, that's right. It's because I'm, yeah, Conjure Terror. Did they get both of us? Oh crap, they got both of us. That's not good. Yeah. Never a good thing when both of your healers go down to the terror. Oh, that's so lame. Yeah. I don't think anybody else in the group has raising abilities, so might as well just go and wipe. That's unfortunate. But I mean it just happens sometimes. Yeah. Oh, man. Wiseman says, go ahead and wipe real fast. Of course, they can't really do anything just because there's only, yeah. Alright, yeah.
Come forth, scales of revelation.
Well, at least now we're kind of... Oh, no, here comes the white.
I would know the weight of your souls.
There it is. Yeah, I know. We definitely died on that part. It was just kind of like I said, it was one of those where it's just like a crazy, unfortunate luck deal that everybody got hit with, both the healers, myself and the other healer, got hit with that, hopefully everybody knows the dodge out there. No!
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Alright, so here we go. Ouch. I deserve that one.
Know you the full weight of death.
Holding up a little bit better so far. The main deal is going to be that when they unleash that terror move on everybody. Just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and just silence a lot of stuff. Get back a lot of my HP. This way. Yeah. That's one of the nice things about this one is they got some really good old school
Even in
music.
death, there is no release.
Do they get both of us again, or do they just get me? Okay. We're doing a little bit better than we were last time. So that's good. Give it a couple moments, and then go and unleash the next medical level. The good thing is we popped both our medicos.
Come forth, scales of revelation. I would know the weight of your souls.
Good timing, good timing.
And you bring equilibrium.
Now here comes, like I said, the main deal is
The balance.
we need to again pay attention to the shit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. We might be able to pull this off. All right, let's get swift range time. I can at least raise them up real fast.
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
I thought I was going to be able to get around that finally. Whew. Go. Oh, crap. Decide with more tethers is where you need to be. I kind of very much disagree with this notion. It's like, no, bro. Yeah. Not quite agreeing with that comment right there.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Yeah, pretty much we indeed. Uh-huh. Yeah, thanks, bro. So, guys, third time's a charm? Yes? No? Maybe? Well, at least now I know what to pay attention for. It could be worse. This could have been like Great Google Library from like a couple weeks ago. That was some horrible, horrible shit right there. Because right now we're just waiting for ranks to get replenished just a little bit. Oh, man. There we go. No, already got it filled, my friend. Good try, though. Alright, let's do this dance again. So maybe this time, hopefully, we'll get lucky.
The unenlightened come.
Go and stand back this way. Just because I don't feel like getting caught in that AoE. And he's gonna charge right in.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Well, at least this time, you know, I caught the stupid daughter part.
Know you the full weight of death.
Going on everybody. This is actually a really fun fight. You just gotta be careful and make sure to dodge a bunch of crap. Alright, this medic's going out. I better go ahead and get mine out. Like I'm really got hit with that stuff. Okay, there we go, there we go. We're getting down now. It's kind of a slow and sure fight, but you know, hey, we're getting it.
Come forth, scales of revelation. I would know the weight of your souls. Can you bring equilibrium? I shall tip back the balance.
Am I really gonna fall off again? Oh, I was about to say, I'm so upset about that part. Like, really? Let me get out of the way of that crap again. This is true, you would have to re-download the game and, you know...
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
Get back over here. No! That'll work. Hey, what side are you gonna go for?
Be the bearer of my wisdom.
Going pretty good so far. I'm gonna go with Hot Shroud. Get out of the way of that cinnamon honey. Or Centimani. I guess that's the name for it. much I can do about that ish. Can't do anything, you know? Get hit the guys up a little bit. Get out of the way. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. Wow. Yes. There we go. Third time was the charm after all. Nah. Fellow white mages gotta stick up for each other. Although... Alrighty. Well, that was a warm up. Alright, let's see what we got going now. Alright. Well, that was a little bit on the rough side, but I mean, could have been worse. At least we got it on the third try. Yeah, it's all those warring triads are always just... They can be really rough to deal with at times. And it's DPS. But nah, you should, well, of course somebody would withdraw. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got now. I haven't lost interest. I'm even more hyped for the new expansion. I mean, yeah, ooh, is this Garuda? This is Garuda normal. Alright, 2 trials right off the bat. This one shouldn't be too bad, though. Even though I don't have my full, amount of stuff, I don't have my full toolkit, I should be able to get through this pretty quickly. Yeah, I gotta wait for him to come out of cutscene. I wonder, is this a first timer? Well, since we're waiting on dude to watch the cutscene, might as well give y'all some... Oh, let's not do that. Let's see. Oh, cool. see what Roku looks like over here. Well, I guess since we got a few moments, we might as well just start dancing. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that sounds good. It's kind of funny. We have a party of 3 cats and 1 Hulk. Yeah, this is gonna. I have a feeling this is either somebody who stepped away for a moment and has just let the cutscene playing, or this is a first timer. Which that might make it a little bit rough depending on the tank. Because with Garuda, like, doing normal mode... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's, epic music. Hello. Alright, let's see if they know... Let's see. No, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. At least they know the dodging parts. Yeah, always gotta hit me up with that friction. Alright. As long as I'm maintaining Medica, should be alright. The only problem is whether these guys are going to know to take out those wounds. And, you know, maybe not get me caught up in the... whatever the tank's trying to do. Even though he should be taking her kind of right up here, he's not quite doing that. So that means when she does her giant, you know, fuck you move, there's a strong chance we might wipe. Yeah. How's he looking? It's like the other guys are good, so I'm not too worried about them right now. Stay out of the way of her stuff. Go ahead and take her over here at least. Let's not destroy any columns. We do not have any columns, weirdly. Screwed! Come on. And of course, Home Slice is going to hide behind there. Get regen on everybody. Hit up with Medica. Luckily, I'm not in a position where I necessarily have to use like super duper heals. As long as I just kind of maintain your regen and whatnot, I should be okay for the most part. Just to be on the safe side. Man, this game with the DPS is like really, that was a really squishy moment right there for that black mage. Yikes. There we go. And that is how you do that. You know what it's time for. Manderville time! Oh, yeah, you know, while we have kind of a random moment here, while Roku is busy finishing up his cutscene. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm still stoked for the new expansion. I know a lot of folks are not too happy with it because we're getting 2 DPS classes out of it. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, the healing classes we got are pretty stable enough. And same thing with the tank classes. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have one more tank and one more healing class, but I think they need to do some work on helping all the classes we've got. I mean, DPS at the end of the day kind of has to get the most love out of all the jobs that you can do, so to speak, as far as like playing this particular style of MMO. So, yeah, good times. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Roku this time, just because he did do pretty well. You know, it's kind of crazy because I remember when I was first playing this and going through like initial A Realm Reborn content. And like Gyarados, the one I always hated doing the most, even more than like hard mode Titan. Mainly because the last part of the fight is like a giant healing check, and I'd always be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So yeah, it's kind of turned out really nicely this time around. But yeah, unfortunately now that we're done we kind of have to get done with dancing. And go ahead and get on out of here. We'll wave goodbye to Mr. Roku, let him finish up his cutscene. And we will be on our merry little way. So, yeah, good times. Quality H2O. Yeah, this has not been a bad experience so far. 2 trials right off the bat. Easy tombstones. Let's see what the next round brings us. We're gonna go ahead and do a 60 dungeon. And let's see if we get library hard mode again. Let's see, give it a moment. See what my waiting list number is gonna be. So yeah, like, I guess while I'm waiting for this, I'll go ahead and just, you know, wax esoteric for a little bit. So I've been, while kind of doing stuff with Final Fantasy and whatnot, a couple other games I've been paying major attention to lately have been, of course, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Been playing through a whole ton of that. Made it all the way through, got all 4 of the Divine Beasts, finally. So I'm pretty much, like, at any point of time, I could probably walk through and just go beat the game. There's still a couple things I want to do, though. I would like to get some more hearts. And I would like to get some more stamina stocked up. So I'm going to be kind of working on getting that taken care of before I actually go through. That, and like, I still have one more capture memory I need to knock out as well. So once I do all that, I'll go through and beat the game, and then probably just, you know, jump in every once in a while, go through, like, get more shrines unlocked, all that nice little jazz, and just wait for the expansion pass content to come out later this year. So that'll be pretty good. And then, of course, you know, here in Final Fantasy, I'll just be working on getting to, like, the 260 levels, and mainly just trying to max out on that, get my weapon up to, like, 260, probably through Palace of the Dead. And then kind of take a break from this, you know, from a regular basis. Probably here in the next couple or so weeks, I'm going to start jumping back more into Destiny again, mainly because of the Age of Triumph stuff. Would like to get a whole bunch of stuff that, whatever it does to help carry over to Destiny 2 when that comes out later this year. So, really looking forward to that. And after, you know, other than that, like, I mean, that's kind of what I'm concentrating on, at least for the next few months. Of course, we got 15 content coming out here soon, you know, like episode Gladio. That's going to be some pretty good stuff. I'll probably stream a lot of that on the channel. Because, you know, I mean, like, that's the nice thing about doing open world games, is that, you know, you can have fun just by going around and exploring shit. It's really, really good content, good times. Like, you can just sit there and be admiring what fine and rustic architecture is around, you know? So, yeah. Always good. Always nice stuff. Of course, like, the big game that everybody's talking about, you know, is Mass Effect Andromeda, which is coming out at, like, midnight tonight. Got quite a few friends that are all stoked, wanting to crack into that game, so, yeah. You know, it's probably not one that I'm going to pick up anytime soon, but I'll probably, like, lean on getting it later in the year. So, it should work out. It's just I have a lot of, like, there are certain video games that, like, I kind of tend to focus on year-round that catch my attention. And just kind of trying to keep things downsized to that. So yeah. Well, at least we climbed up a little bit. We're in role waiting list number 3, so that means it should trigger just about any moment now. Other nice things are going on. Of course, International Tabletop Day coming up later in April 29th, matter of fact. That'll be fun, good times. Not sure how many of my audience watching this right now is whether it's here on Tabletop scene, but usually, you know, International Tabletop Day is like held in like April time of every year, usually on a weekend. This is actually the first one that they're doing kind of towards the end of the month. Normally it's been like first or second weekend of April usually, so it's actually kind of a nice surprise. So yeah, can't wait, you know. Go up, go play a bunch of board games and stuff with peeps. Let's see. This is taking a little bit long. Oh, no. The waiting list just dropped up a little bit to 6 minutes. That's really surprising. But I imagine that a lot of folks are probably not quite on tonight. Everything was a little bit faster last week. So... oh, let's see here. Man, this is taking a little bit longer than normal. I guess a lot of people, well, last week was a lot faster on the Duty Finder, but I think it might have been just because a lot of folks were on spring break. So, kind of wondering if that's why everything's taking a little bit longer tonight. That's kind of unfortunate. Excuse me. It's like the first day of spring, so that means automatically, like, all of my allergies have to come up to light. Bastards. Oh, man. Well, I guess while we're wandering around, oh, I jumped up to 2 finally. It's either one of those cases where everybody is either just out and about doing stuff, or everybody might be stuck in the Duty Finder, and that's why the queue's taking so long. You gotta love it, though. But yeah, for anybody who is interested, if you notice in the chat, my boy J100 will be starting up his Mass Effect stream tomorrow night, I believe. So if you guys are wanting to check out some early gameplay and whatnot on your Tuesday evening, or on your while you're at work, or any of that nice little stuff, jump over to his Twitch page, because he'll be showing off a lot of footage from the game. You can get to him via my own Twitch stuff. I've got him listed up there as part of my palsies. And he does a lot of really nice commentary, has lots of dank memes and other things to share with you guys. So I think you guys will really enjoy it. So yeah, go check him out. Alright, looks like we finally got Duty Roulette unlocked. And watch as one of the DPS is going to probably sit there and take their sweet time to get in. You know, in the beginning I used to think it was just people being trolls, just sitting there getting on Duty Finder, then intentionally, like, withdrawing out of the duties. And then basically what I came to find out later is that a lot of times folks will jump into other classes and just start, you know, usually a gathering or a crafting class, and just, you know, go off and go do other disciple quests and whatnot. Yeah, that's probably what happened. It's probably going to kick in just a second, because they couldn't change over in time. You really don't get a whole amount of time to get this stuff done, as far as like when you need to confirm. So, yeah, always fun. There we go. Let's see, the second time is going to be the charm. Let's see if that'll work. Yep, that usually is what happens. Is first they have to get back into their normal class, then reconfirm, and then go from there. Alright, let's see which 60 dungeon we get tonight. This, oh, Pharaoh Sirius. Okay. That was a weird loading moment. I do have to say that much. Alright. It's always kind of one of the more enjoyable level 60 dungeons for me. Even though the original Pharaoh Sirius can kind of be a pain in the posterior as a healer, mainly because, again, you know, that fight is a giant, you know, heal check for the end. The hard mode dungeon I actually had a lot of fun with. Yeah, you do have to be kind of careful about the mechanics, but still pretty nice. And of course, you know, you can't beat that hot orchestral music going on through the whole thing. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is playing the wrong class. Alright. Actually going pretty good so far. See what happens when they have to... Oh. And there goes our dragon. Hopefully nobody's having any connection issues, myself included. That would kind of suck. La 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 la. Yep, somebody got hit. It's like our Dragoon buddy. Wow. That is true. I'm running with 2 melee classes right now for DPS. Woohoo! Respite. And now comes the dragon. He was going to get there eventually. See, bros might want to jump in there real quick. Yeah, interruption. Yeah, I was gonna say, you might want to get that stuff off of folks. Of course, why is it not surprising with that? Oh, yeah, get out of the way of that. There we go. Of course, I've got like vulnerability of force since those guys weren't even bothering to pay attention to me. I guess we're doing the burn down method, and that is why I find myself having to I guess I'll just tank myself. Yeah, this is working really well so far. Now it's time for everyone to go down low. To rush off without... Now the main question is everybody going to... Let's go and pass on that. Yeah, is everybody going to... Okay, rush in? Not too much, but, you know. Man. I'm gonna have to be careful in these next two boss fights. It's pretty obvious that we're going for the burn down strategy. Yeah, I'm good. What? Wait, why would you stand in the time bomb's range and take 5,000 like that? I don't get it. I don't know if dude's just got like a major case of lag going on right now or what. This makes no sense. Like, the crazy part is, I know this the poor Dark Knight is trying to do everything in his power to kind of help us out, but it's just like, there's definitely some tomfoolery going around with this particular party setup. Here comes the other time bomb. Yeah. It's like, why sit there? I mean, all you gotta do is just wait for them to go off. And you're good. Now they're just trying to outrun everything. As obvious by Mr. Poogie down here. Oh. Go and holding up pretty good so far. One thing I do like is that we definitely got some stuns going, so they're definitely like taking out those goblins' little mini AoE screw you moves. So that's nice. Actually going pretty well. I mean, it's just like I said, you know, just feels like we got some lag issues going on a little bit with the Dragoon. Skin up Mr. Poogie. Alright. Long healing there. We'll go and pass. Get out of the way of that. He must have been hit by like a random move at that point. Alright. We do have the Candlekeep key. Now it's time for boss fight number 2. Let's see if dude burns it down. Will we go for the burn down strategy or not? don't blame them for wanting to kind of burn it down because there are two of them there. Go ahead and medica everything up again real fast. Just need to say goodbye, get out of the way. Man, we got some pretty sweet moves. Still trying to figure out how in the world I'm getting... Well, it's probably because they're too busy trying to burn the boss down, but they're not really thinking about, oh yeah, like, we might have to, you know, concentrate on mechanics and stuff. Yeah, everybody has already been like, gotta go! Well, I can stone skin them back up here in just a moment. They already triggered the simple bomb incubators. Oh. I've never seen a Dark Knight use that particular move before. I don't know if that's just something that comes from another class ability or just something they don't bother to use. Maybe somebody on the chat can help me out with that one. This kind of goes back to that whole bit about Panda does not know necessarily other classes' hot moves. This is the part where we've got to take out multiples of the... Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to just do one-on-one. Not going to complain. I'm just so used to having... Oh wow, I dodged that. I was going to say, I kind of deserve to get hit by that move. You know, compared to the last, like, 2-3 weeks of Great Google Library hard mode runs, this actually feels very relaxing. I feel very refreshed doing this dungeon right now. Other than us, like, constantly trying to burn stuff down, it actually hasn't been that bad of a situation. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that we were going to get caught in that. Now, the main question is, are they going to be able to get away with doing, Yeah, this particular part is like really tough because you have all those bomb incubators that come up first. So you got to make sure that you have a tank that is strong enough to where they can withstand all that assaulting from all of the roundsmen, pixmans, the construct, all that stuff. Because you got to have your DPS, and to a lesser extent myself, go in and take out those bomb incubators. So that actually worked out really well. I've done this run sometimes with some folks that are just not... Some tanks that just do not have the gear for it, and they turn out to be ultra squishy, and it just makes it a pretty rough fight for the DPS. Alright. Get the constructs down, and we'll take about a couple moments to take down these 8th order guys. That's working out pretty well. Go ahead and stone skin up now. Alright, so that should put us... Oh, no, gotta go get a treasure coffer. Alright. Now, the main question is, because this is a mechanic-intensive fight, so we'll see how well burning down the house goes for this next part. You gotta be at least a little bit on the careful side when doing this particular fight. Whew. That could have gone really bad. Way of that bit. Actually not going too bad so far. I haven't really needed to pull out my my hyper tools just yet. Alright, now it's time for it. Make sure my 2 DPSs are covered. Size. Now we're in round 2. This, to be honest, might be the part where you want to burn the house down, because the more that you wait, the more that blue flame gets stacked up and stacked and stacked. So I'm just going to go ahead and cast Asylum up here, that way they've got some protection. The more flame vulnerability you have, the more you're going to get hit by that. Yeesh. He starts just leveling those big bombs like no tomorrow. I believe it is now that time. Oh, there we go. As if I can spell right. You know what? We'll have to give it to Keanu Reeves. He was very excellent and very bodacious to his fellow party members on this occasion. Alright. Hey, there we go. Finally got a player accommodation. I'll take those props. Let's take a look at some things real quick. We're not too bad on character durability. And then, let's see how my currency is running. Ugh. It's kind of a slow go doing these duty roulette stuffs. When it comes to getting, you know, scripture tomestones. These bad boys right here. This is kind of what I'm needing right now. But I mean, every little bit helps. You know, plus it keeps me on top of my toes. So, let's see how the wait time is for this tonight. We'll see how this goes. If not, I might try to do, like, Done Safe instead. Because that's usually a little bit faster to get into than Expert Duty Roulette. The problem is that there's just not a lot of people that have unlocked Expert. I mean, in, like, the other problem is it's usually Belser's wall that ends up being recalled. That's the one that usually pops up, and that's the one that drives everybody crazy. So, we'll see how that works out. We'll give it a few moments. Oh, man. Yeah, I was almost kind of falling asleep during that run, to be honest with you. I was like, just some crazy stuff. Again, I've been running that library so much in hard mode that, like, Pharaoh Sirius Hard was just, you know, just a giant breeze through the wind. So I will take that ish. Wow. Yeah, that may not be happening tonight. Oh wow, okay, cool. Alright, let's see what we got this time. Could either be really fun, or this is going to be very extraordinarily painful. So, let's find out. Well, as soon as the DPS jumps in. Oh yay, it's some all. This is actually kind of fun compared to Balser's Wall. You still gotta be on top of your toes just a little bit, but it's mainly for the end game boss on this one. Everything else is actually kind of fun to do. Alright. And our black mage has already just decided to run off. It's not like a lot of stuff is really hard on this particular dungeon. It's more of having to be careful of the environment. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the music on this one too. Yeah, he's gonna pull everything at once. Go ahead and just pop the medica too, just to be safe. Because I'm pretty sure that inevitably somebody's gonna get caught in those food pockets. So. Yeah, but for a lot of you folks that haven't seen this dungeon necessarily yet, I don't know if I've run this on stream before. But I know I did it. This is actually my second clear of this particular joint. So, but I don't think I streamed this one. I think I did it outside of it. But so yeah, for you guys seeing this for the first time, it's much more enjoyable than Balser's Wall. Namely, the fact that it doesn't have opening mobs that can basically just completely destroy you. Whew. Well, at least we got those mobs before, There we go. Go ahead and just drop that. Go ahead and drop medical 2 again while I'm at it. Just to be on the safe side. Using the fun button? Yeah, he's got the fun button. It's safe enough for me to restow the skin real fast. Yeah, the end boss on this one is kind of rough. You guys will see it, because again, it's like, the whole point of this dungeon isn't as much the bad guys in this one, unlike Balser's Wall. It's the environment that will screw you up more than anything else. So, we're gonna see how this party handles that. And away we go. This one I did die a couple times too, unfortunately. So I wasn't paying attention to the mounds of crap that spawn. see, that was the same stuff that got me earlier. Go ahead and cure him real fast. Well, I don't think those are going to help me that much. Yeah, I mean, that one has it's a pretty interesting strategy, because you do have to be careful about a lot of stuff with the spores, and also the direction of the flames, making sure that you're keeping enough distance and whatnot, so... I'm just going to go ahead and cast Eye for an Eye. Normally I try not to do something like that, but it's kind of almost a necessity. There we go. Got everybody re-stone skin. Now I just gotta let them do their DPS magic and take these guys out. Just do a regular cure at this point. Buster's earring slain. Man, not a whole ton of killing gear coming in. I could actually use some of that too. Might as well just go ahead and cast it, that way you can get through all those burns without too much of a problem. Get out of the way of the Black Mage. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Actually, it's shaping up to be a really good run so far. Uh-oh. This has been some really solid Dark Knight play tonight. I'm really surprised. Get out of this under those guys. Time for the next round. Social charge, so we're good to go. Oh no! Why? Why would you do that? You have to stay out of the way of Godzilla. He's got his... It's fight actually wasn't so bad compared to the first one. Ooh. I just gotta keep my eye on Godzilla up here and make sure that he's not going to whack me. He's not too bad, but he does pack a load of bite to him. The main thing is that because he doesn't really have anything that you can telegraph other than just by looking at him, probably, yeah. I deserve that bit. I'll take it. Everybody's got their speed on, and it's just like, bros, I still need a stone skin your asses. Go ahead and get some sprinting going on so I can catch up to them. Now the main thing about this is that there are certain mechanics that they have to watch out for. That's the one right there. Those, you need to be able to take those blood of the mountain dudes out as fast as you can. Because otherwise they're just going to sit there and spam a gigantic, massive AoE deal. It's just going to take you out. Well, it's not excessively horrible. Feels like this is a little bit slower this time, though. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Well, we're getting it down. Alright, so there goes that section. Come on, you guys gotta take out that blood of the mountain. I get what he's trying to go for, but yeah, we better go ahead and just cast Medica too. cannot avoid those Blood of the Mountain guys. You really need to take those guys out as fast as you can. Otherwise, they're pretty much just going to AoE you to death. So, yeah. I think they're having to play catch up with that part of the dungeon. It's like, wait a minute, we're supposed to take those out? Oops! Alright. Normally I don't do DPS, but it's like... Well, at least he only got us once. Fortunately, our black mage was kind of like sitting pretty a little bit there. Alright. Now, like I said, a lot of this dungeon so far has mainly been about being careful about the environment, more so than the enemies themselves. And that's where this is going to keep in mind. Now, you would think this little scorpion bastard would not be much of a fight, but y'all are about to find out how much of a pain the posterior this thing is. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and get some Silen going, that way we can get our melee guys protected. Get out of the way of that. He does have, like, a really big pain in the butt mechanic. So yeah, the edge of this area has been sealed off now. See that kind of stuff right there? That's going to start becoming a pain in the butt to deal with here in just a little bit. Because what he does is he has this little jumping and moving around maneuver. And it is... What's going to happen is he's going to start sailing around, and when he does, he's going to leave a trail of lava that's going to come right behind him. Start seeing all that lava area right there. If you step on it, I didn't want to throw a Buster Green anymore. Oh well. Yeah. Twice for the flying press. Now that is something I haven't seen before. Well, let's see here. I'm not going to go ahead and do the starting point just yet, because they might have enough out of them to where they can just go ahead and put the finishing touches. Let's see if our intrepid black mage can do it real fast. Yes, I think they blew the limit break from that. Well, they might. He might. Oh. Yep. Yeah, that was like a stroke of bad luck. Got hit with a flying press twice in a row. I was not anticipating that either. Yeah, that's basically what happens. The more that the monster moves around and the lava scorpion, the more that it's going to inflict a lot of those lava pipes everywhere. And, like, of course, you set them, you're going to die pretty quick. And that's kind of what happened to the rest of the party. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Normally I don't get hit with the flying press like twice in a row like that. I don't wonder what everybody's equipment levels are. 'Cause, yeah, that's usually kind of a sign that I probably am geared a tiny bit higher than everybody else is. But for the second time should be the charm. Please don't. Not doing too bad, not doing too bad. Wait, did somebody just blow the limit break? Here comes the fun part. seriously, why would somebody blow the limit right now? Not sure why they thought that was a good idea. Yeah, that was really weird. I mean, I think we pretty much got it in the bag at this point, but yeah. There we go. Good. Yeah, we'll give it to that tank. He was actually kicking a lot of posterior on that fight, so. Not bad. And a couple combinations out of that. I will take that hot fire. Yeah, that's basically Summon Hard in a nutshell. You know, it's one of those where the mobs aren't as crazy as they are on Balser's Wall, but you know, you just gotta pay attention to what's around you. You know, much more of a visual dungeon than necessarily one where you just concentrate completely on the keyboard or the controller, depending on what your play style is. Alright, so let's see here. Pretty much have got our normal daily duty roulettes done. So at this point, let's see if we can knock out some done safe tonight. Because 260 gear sounds really, really good right about now. Oh, average wait time of 10 minutes. This may not be happening tonight, folks. But one thing that will probably happen, though, is some Palace of the Dead. Palace of the Dead is usually a lot easier to maneuver along in. Figure we'll give it about a couple more minutes. It's usually when it starts jumping up on the wait time that's kind of the sign. Of course, I am trying to do this on a Monday night, which is before the weekly reset, so may not necessarily get any takers. Yeesh. Man, is that wait taking a while. Like I said, we might give it a tiny bit longer. And then we'll probably go ahead and call it at this point. I mean, not necessarily on stream tonight, but as far as trying to get into done safe. Oh yeah, we just jumped up to 14 minutes. I don't want to be that guy that's saying it's not going to be happening, but it's not going to be happening. Alright. So in this case, let's, we got a little bit of time left. We can probably go ahead and try to knock out some Palace of the Dead tonight. Now, of course, the last time when you guys joined me on this one, I had just gotten the Pagel weapon, which is this little baby right here. And it's all nice and good, but what I really need is a 260 variant of it. Again, the whole purpose is to make getting through Stormblood content that much faster, that much easier. So that's why you go through going through getting Palace of the Dead, getting that 260 gear. I am extraordinarily jealous of this player character's Unigear because she got that from the Final Fantasy Fan Fest. So kawaii. Something like that anyway. So, yeah. Good times. So, let's take a look at things real quick. Go talk to my expeditionary captain. Now, right now, my Aetherpool arm and armor are set at 45 and 40. What I need to be able to do is jump in, and I need to get 60 as the minimum. And to answer your question, yes, I'm still going strong. Just finished up a bunch of Duty Finder stuff and getting ready for some Palace of the Dead action. Like I said, last time I was here, we got through floor 100. So at this point, the main objective from here on out is going to be strengthening the Aetherpool arm and armor to 60. Once I do that, I can trade that in towards the 260 gear. So that's going to be kind of the idea. And of course, you know, clear through those two parts right there. Now, where was I at? Okay, yeah, there's a save slot right there. Got through floor 100. Yep. That's what I thought, because, yeah, that's right. If you want to get through later floors of Palace of the Dead, you gotta sit there and do... Well, you know, like, I don't mean to shame your eye level, but, I mean... You gots to go through and get that gear, bruh. Alright. But, yeah, clear through this data right here. So... What's gonna have to happen is, because, like, if you want to go any further in Palace of the Dead, like past 100, you're gonna have to go through and, you know, go with a fixed party. And take it, like, all the way through floor 100 without having any deaths. And then, from there, you know, you'll be able to advance further into the palace. So... Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to say bye-bye to this save slot right here. There we go. Yeah, that's right, it is no full party wipes. Yeah, let's see how far we can get. This is going to be, let's see. Yeah, let's start from floor 51. But no, seriously, yeah, like that unit gear is like awesome. I wonder if you'll be able to buy it at some point. I would actually buy that for my tune. So kawaii. Alright. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. And we're already having fun. Where are you at? I think the crazy part about this is that we have technically the party composition. I think everybody's wanting to rush through though. Yeah, no. These tunes are so crunchy. I'm guessing the point is they're just trying to go as fast as they can. Yeah, it does sound a little bit like with Man with the Machine Gun. Well, I guess it won't hurt the DPS for a little bit. DPS layout. Good so far. And of course she got hit with it. It would be kind of nice to go through some of the latter areas, but they're probably just trying to burn through it because they want to get to like the later levels to get closer and closer to whatever their target is for their Aetherful stuff. So, not much you can do about it. That part I cannot do. I've tried. I mean, it's a new variation. It's what you get hit with when you get hit, attacked by a mimic. See, like for example, well, some other times it can be tripped by trap stuffs, but yeah, really not much you can do about it. Yeah, you're right. It does require the cleansing pomander. I mean, I've only got like 18, 17 seconds, so... Why would you pop that now? That doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't. No, no. Why? Oh, goodness. Alright, ready? Well, let me get a moment here, get my bearings. And I'm kind of being left behind. Had some IRL technical difficulties there. Yeah, because DPS. So like I said, I mean, I would have probably just saved it towards, I mean, like the latter floors. Man, why are they burning through all those? Yeah, exit off this part. Yep, because they already left my ass. I guess I'll follow Daddy around real quick. Guess we're going back up this way. But I have to say, this set of runs have not been that great so far. It's kind of like they're not even trying to check all the other floors to see if there are any blue chests. Which is kind of my main purpose going through all this. And just to be safe, I'm going to switch back to my healing stuffs. Just because of that palace pot. Go get more treasure chests, please. Well, like 20-something seconds of this stuff. And of course, you guys got a mimic. know how it is on Palace of the Dead. Everybody's asleep when they're doing a lot of this stuff. It's like I said, these guys are just trying to get through as fast as humanly possible. It's not really as much about trying to go looking for treasure or anything like that. It's just about trying to blaze through here. And you triggered a trap. And now they're gonna come after me quite a bit. Yeesh. Yeah, you're right, they do have the best stun in the game, but when nobody's, like, as you kind of saw, like, the situation devolved very quickly into everybody, let's just smash stuff. And yeah, we almost wiped as a party on that bit. Nah, I got toted. Well, at least the nice part is, while I'm a toad, y'all can watch as our wonderful folks go through that palace tours. Oh, wow. Son of wind off of him. Son of that off as well. Alright, lead the way, Daddy Eye. Well, at least I gained a giant 1. Why did we not trip that first chest? Yeah, blue chest. Blue chest. Yeah. Well, you know, I did kind of deserve that. I'm not gonna sit there and spurn it out. They're not even really paying attention to the treasure chests. Can't even tell who's taking most of the... too bad. Well, we'll give it to Daddy. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm not sure what was going on with the Paladin there. Well, at least I got a little bit of Aether Pool stuff out of that one. Really wish I could have gotten more, but that's, you know, going through these lower levels. Oh, that explains why the Paladin was asleep. They just got to level 32. So yeah, there's a very strong probability they probably didn't even know. Yeesh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those deals where, like, yeah, I mean, it's nice to, like, ultra level through Palace of the Dead, but at the same token, like, it really is not good for learning your class or your job. Just say don't jump off yet. There we go. Especially because we have 3 DPS. Hopefully the other two are okay. Okay, they're joining along. This might go a little bit slower. Yeah, this is true. And of course. Yeah. We'll see how this run goes. This is true. Alright. Let's see if they're going to. Yep. Now it's time for the sprint button. It's like, I'm going to get that treasure chest. Yeah. Kind of curious about that too. Wow. It's kind of funny because on this run I was arguing about not enough exploring, and now we've got like like a 3 DPS party, and everybody's wanting to. You got one character that's wanting to explore. They are tanks at that. Well, this will end well. One note, I don't know if it's just because we're like in the early floors, or the early latter half of the dungeon, but it just feels like everybody's not quite as squishy as they normally would be. And of course, if I triggered a friggin' trap. I don't even care if I get hate at this point. I'm just like, no more landmines, please. I might as well just come and follow along, because you know that oh cool, well there's a blue chest in there, that makes it kind of worth it. It was a good thing that I went ahead and got the Aether Pool arm up a little bit. Oh yeah, it sucks is 8 minutes of that stupid slow draining deal. Yeah, RNGesus is not on our side this particular floor run. Probably for a little while, man. Oh, dear goodness. Yeah, if you feel like wanting to jump in at some point, once I get done with this set of 4 runs, I can just pop on out. Yes, okay, they're all going upstairs. Ugh. Here, why don't I just tank? Oh boy. Yeah, I've got myself into a little bit of a pickle. I also decided to conveniently remove my asylum ability. Go to the actions and traits. Good job. Grab the asylum and put it back there. There we go. Of course, I did that a little bit on the late side, but you know, it happens. Alrighty. And 2 mimics. Yeah, you should have known that was gonna happen. See here. They could, but I mean, that would require them to actually concentrate on mechanics, which, I mean, these folks are just not necessarily wanting to do right now. Yeah, mechanics and Palace of the Dead don't necessarily go well together. No, please get back in. Get back in. Fun safe. Yeah, man, I tried to jump on done safe, but I think nobody's bothering to do it. I guess they're waiting for the reset to happen. I don't know. Well, you still have to run Weeping City first. Jeez. And, of course, you're out of range for my healing. Yeah, doesn't the reset usually happen like on Wednesdays every week? Or is it like Tuesdays? Probably confusing myself from Destiny. Because like Destiny, normally they do their reset on early Tuesday mornings. Okay, yeah, that explains it then. Because, yeah, I got the one run of Done Safe I've done so far was a really, really good Tuesday run. Nice. I'm going to be really mad if we end up failing this altogether, because that was actually some pretty good gains on my Aether Pole arm right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that'll actually be really awesome, Squall, if you can join us. Because, yeah, that'd give us quite a bit of peeps to go through Stormblood content with in June time. Now, are you guys gonna go for the chest? No. curious to see what they do with all the jobs in general. Yeah, I'd say let's just jump in here real quick. Yeah, it is fun to blow stuff up on Black Mage. Well, at least we haven't encountered Malfestio yet. This sect. Better get in there and do a regular Medica. Just lure them all one by one. Yeah. Of course, that kind of fails with like Google Malfestio. Yeah, y'all might as well just get ready for the pain. Here, let me see if I can grab the hail all of them at once. And of course, Okina is like, no, wants to explore. I'll take out that Mylodon real quick. Come on, you. Let's go. Of course, the Triceratops pops up. Alright, now let's get to the next floor. This is probably a mistake. Why? You don't split up the party. Somebody, well, no, they didn't activate the kind of return. They activated the passage, but not the kind of return. Hurry up and get me revived. Come on, folks. Yeah, this is why you don't, like... Yeah, of course you freaking triggered a trap. Myself a little bit of a boost. Just gonna go ahead and just hit him up with Medica 2 now. The thing that's killing me is, like, do we not have any... Let's see something real quick. Serenity, Fortune, Purity, Intuition, Lust I don't want to touch. We have no Poor Manders of Rage. That makes no sense. Yeah, nobody bothers. This is why you gotta at least do a little bit of treasure hunting here and there. Now we're running into situations where nobody has like any Poor Manders of Rage. Thanks, bro. Don't go exploring. Don't, please. It's like you're not even paying attention to the fact that a good chunk of us are under, like, almost 15 seconds of silence and pacification. Just come back here. And just... Okay, what's... see. Now's the time to go all Manticore. Hardy har 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 har. Well, I guess I can do a little bit of DPS real quick, help these guys out. Why would you wait until... Well, it could have been worse. It could have been Belser's Wall. Yeesh. Alright, we'll get out of that part real quick. Go ahead and exit out for now. Me. Oh, man. Good stuffs. So yeah, Squall, if you are not too busy at the moment and you wanted to join in on some more Palace of the Dead stuffs, just let me know. I'll go give it a few moments. Gotcha. Alright folks, while we're waiting for Squall to jump on real fast, and we'll do some running the Palace of the Dead together for a little bit, I'm going to stop for just a split second. Just going to kind of let y'all gaze upon the crowd as I take a little bit of a water break. Be right back. Alright, that was some quality H2O right there. Okay, so let's see here. I'm sure you're probably listening to me, but yeah, I'm just like, here, let me just type that I'm going to clear a save spot real quick. Go ahead and reset the progress on this floor. Okay. Squall, whenever you're ready, if you just want to invite me to party, then I can just jump in on your stuff real fast. Yeah, no, like, yeah, getting some quality H2O is always a good thing. Yeah, what you might have to do is clear one of your save spots real quick, and then we can go into a brand new one. Might have to start from the bottom though, but that's okay. Yeah. Although I'm probably gonna have to jump into one of my other sets of commands. I think I'll need. There we go. All right. So nice that you can get stone skin that early. Oh, glad I got Cure right there. think that's the only thing getting us through all these traps. And got here. Guess let's shoot Bayonet real quick. Oh yeah, I like that. Last run I ran with 3 DPS. This time I'm running with 3 tank classes. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, hopefully, Squall, you're getting some pretty good gains on your Aether Pool stuff. Nice. You need to end with 25 mind and 10 pies. As long as they're chocolate pies. You know, because I mean, cherry's alright, but it's just a little too rich for my blood. Which reminds me of me trying to do fates by myself. Running into with the Zergs. I'm attacking! Yay, I can do protect now. Oh lord. The Dark Knight discovered his fun button. Well, at least the first fun button. I've done that many a time, good sir. Don't feel bad. Ah, frack. I don't have a sauna yet. Sorry, Squall. Alright. Poof. Yeah. At least the nice part about when you're doing like super early Palace of the Dead, you're able to just go through and it's more about leveling up. It's not until you get into like 60 that folks are just more like, no, dodge everything. I deserve that. Alright. All the traps. Feels like my like the D&D game I was part of a while back ago with Rum. He would just sit there like he played a barbarian that would specifically go for every single trap that could be tripped. Yeah, speaking of, they started that beta for D&D Beyond. That should be some pretty good stuff right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, got Fluid Aura. Who knows? Pretty good quick leveling work out of all these guys. But yeah, like, I guess to explain a little bit about it, like, D&D Beyond is their, like, it's supposed to be like their companion deal for online stuff. It's got all of the basic rule material on there. And then it's also got a lot of their, like spell compendiums, treasure stuff. Like, it's pretty extensive on what they got up there. I was gonna say, looks like they're gonna, down the line, they're gonna come up with a app version of it as well. It should be pretty nice stuff. So can't wait. Come on this way. Go ahead and turn off cleric stance. Taking a little bit there. Sorry. Oh, frack. There we go. So I guess now the question is how fast can we burn this boss down? Glad you can stone skin at this point. Get my DOT stuff going. Not bad. Oh, very nice. You got 4 and 5. You got 2 levels out of that one. That's good stuff. Yeah, we can still keep going. I got a little bit left in me. Yeah, I gotcha. Wrong button. Wow. Well, I guess I should switch out of cleric stance for just a split second. I don't know, from everybody. They went to go explore. Probably run some DPS real quick. Alright. There we go. Hilarious with the medica part at the end. Alright. Yeah, wow. That was some super quick stuff. I'm trying to remember which floor it is we start encountering those screw you roses. Ah. Yeah, I actually never jumped into 14 like back when it first came out, mainly because I had heard about how horrible it was initially. Like, I heard it had some good stuff to it, but there was a lot that left to be desired. Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate. At least they kind of somewhat righted the ship a little bit. Oh yeah. Let me go to straight. get rid of those slimes. Let's see if we got any hot chests. Hot chests, hot chests. Oh, it's Sneaky S again. Alright. Yeah, I guess nothing in that one. Back off we go. Yeah, I'm following you down here real quick. Okay, nothing there. Boogity. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright. Yeah, get that slime out of there. Killing it pretty good so far. Let's not target that one. coming to you. Yipes. Much sorries. I was a little bit late on the punch right there. Yeah. That's always the worst. Alright, almost coming up right behind. Here, I'm gonna just bring the party to you, unfortunately. And you got toaded. Woo! That was fun. I don't know, man. That was me on that last run. Wow, it's kind of well. I mean, like I don't know how your gains were as far as Aether Pulse stuff, but it seems like we went through a lot of the Aether Pulse stuff like kind of early on. Oh, it's this dude. Alright, I better turn off, I'll just go straight heals. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Well, at least the boss didn't have any traps. Yeah. Well, like, did you at least get any levels out of it, that run? Let's see here. Let's see. Guess might as well check and see. Oh, nice! I got $4.99 out of that. Those Palace of the Dead runs have been actually pretty good to me on that part. So it looks like you got to 7 on your tank class. Did you start off at like 4 or 5? Nice. I mean, can't beat that. 3 levels of, or no, 4 levels of, tank classes. That's why everybody likes to run Palace of the Dead when they're new players. Getting a bunch of stuff really fast. Yeah, go ahead and jump on out of here. No worries, man. It was always good to run with you on that one. And, I don't know what your alt is currently at right now as far as your other levels and whatnot, but yeah, if you need to run anything else, like Satasha or any of the other dungeons or whatnot, just let me know. We'll get all that, taken care of. All that nice little jazz, you know what I mean? Oh, lordy. Sweet, sweet. To answer your question, Wake Vash, it just really kind of depends on what you put into it. Also depends on like what MMOs like you might have played beforehand. The nice thing about 14 is that it's really traditional in a lot of respects, as far as it's kind of like the MMO style of play, the combat system. It's not really anything that's meant to change the book on that end. What makes Final Fantasy worth it to me is mainly the fact that it has a really traditional and nice Final Fantasy story to it. Especially compared to like a lot of the newer games that have come out in the last few years. And they do put a lot of support into the game. Patch in, patch out, expansion in, expansion out. There's a lot of content that you can tackle if you start tackling it now to get ready for Stormblood. And, I mean, I imagine, because, yeah, when I first started up this character on this server, it took me probably about 3 months to go from level 1 all the way through Heavensward content. And that was just like getting through the initial Heavensward content. That wasn't counting like all of the patch stuff. So there's actually a lot of stuff that you can do just to get up to this point. So, like I said, I think it's personally worth it. What I would always say is, if you're kind of still on the fence, always check Steam sales, always check Square Enix sales. I think they got a spring sale going on right now, matter of fact. If you can get the copy of Realm Reborn / Heavensward for cheap, and it comes with a 30-day trial, so yeah. I mean, yeah, give it a try, see if you like it. You'll pretty much know within the month or the 30 days whether the game will actually be worth it, if that helps you out a little bit. Oh, I did not know that, yeah. So yeah, heck, even before you buy it, you could actually level up to 35. Which actually gets you the ability to go through a lot of content, just in the Realm Reborn areas alone. Yeah, Final Fantasy isn't, too bad. It's not gonna be anything that's it's not anything that's like ultra mechanic heavy to me. So, yeah, man, give it a try. See how you like it. Oh, goodness. At this point, though, folks, it is pretty much time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for always for dropping in and checking the stream out. Just to remind everybody, we do stream on Monday nights. And, you know, always have nice little stuff going. We'll always keep, 14 in rotation. And, yeah, Wild Force, they already got up to Wild Force on the Power Rangers stuff. And, pretty soon, like I said earlier in the stream, we'll be mixing it up with, some Destiny, as well as other little games coming in and out, so to speak. But, 14 will always be kind of the main focus, especially as we get closer to Stormblood. So, thank you guys so much for tonight, and also remember that all of my streams are backed up onto the Navy Debla Group's YouTube page. So if you miss anything, you want to catch out a certain part of the run, that's where you want to go. So check out the Navy Debla Group. You can find us on Facebook, on the web, and also on Twitter, Instagram, all that nice little jazz. And yeah, this is your boy fmpanda signing off. Y'all have yourselves a good night.